Today, we're very excited to meet Mr. Boylett again. He's the Managing Director of Arizona Lithium Limited, the company with ASX trading code AZL. He will talk about the recent released news in regard to the company's flagship lithium project in US, which is Big Sandy Lithium Project. Welcome, Paul. How are you?
Very good, Steph. It's good to see you. We haven't updated our shareholders for a period of time, and I'm excited to update the shareholders with some really exciting developments.
True. I guess this is really the time a lot of investors look forward to hear that the scoping study was completed. So to begin with, could you please remind us when was the scoping study commenced and what are the objectives originally?
Yes, we commenced the scoping study in February of this year, and we were expecting to be completed a little bit earlier than and that it ended up being completed, but we're very happy with the results. And the reason for the scoping study was to evaluate the infrastructure advantages we have of being in Arizona, and also just bringing in the work that had been done by groups like Hazen in regards to the flow sheet, etc., of how we process all this material that we have out at the Big Sandy Lithium project. We understand that it's a very large project and we need to get that processing right. And the scoping study did assist a lot with that. And we've now ticked that box as part of the development of the Big Sandy project. And we're moving quickly on to further studies and the construction of the Lithium Research Centre just outside of Phoenix, near the international airport.
So could you please talk a bit more about the result? It would be great if you give us some comparisons to help us to have a clear view about how good these results are, and further, what does this mean to the company and to the project itself?
Yes, because of the stage of development of the Big Sandy project, we are somewhat restricted by ASX listing rules in regards to how much information we release that's in that scoping study. But we have released that we've got very robust financial numbers. Our shareholders would know that the commodity price for lithium, the lithium prices have increased substantially since last time I talked to you, Steph. And the market for lithium is very, very strong. And we just happen to be in the right place, being the US, where anyone who gets to Phoenix will see that the EV revolution is very alive and well over there. And there's a substantial renewable industry in those states and adjoining states. So the future looks very good for the Big Sandy project. And that scoping study really is a box that we've now ticked, and we're moving forward very quickly. We didn't find any fatal flaws in the project. And in fact, the processing side of things was very positive, and that's given our Chief Technical Officer, Brett Rabe, a lot of information to build into the Lithium Research Centre.
AZL addresses the sustainable development of Big Sandy Lithium project. So I think it's also one of the goals of the scoping study. So far, have you found any the most ideal approach that has been found so far to minimize the project carbon footprint, and this increase the cost for development?
At the present time, and based on the work that we found from the scoping study, the method of processing the sedimentary material out of the Big Sandy project is sulfuric acid leach. And we would build our own sulfuric acid plant, and that produces electricity. So therefore, we can use that electricity to process the material, and hence we're not dragging from the grid. And in fact, we would produce more electricity than we would require. And then we would also sell that as green energy back into the grid. So in regards to ESG, this project does tick some major boxes. In addition, we have acquired a Nikola truck, which is an electric truck. And we visited the plant in Phoenix. It was very interesting. And that is a pure electric semi-trailer, effectively. And so any transportation of materials will be using Nikola electric trucks. And also just looking at the ore body that we've in the process of expanding, it is a very shallow layer of lithium material or lithium mineralized material. So therefore, it's very similar to strip mining. So we're not building a huge pit in the ground. We can do 100% rehabilitation and basically leave the area without the scar of large, deep mines. So that does excite us in that we can do a lot of rehabilitation and bring the desert back to what it was before we started mining there.
So what is the next immediate work that Arizona will undertake on the Big Sandy?
The next very exciting milestone is the construction of the Lithium Research Centre in Phoenix. And we have been busy ordering parts and commencing construction on that. And we're hoping that early in the new year, that is ready to start taking material from the Big Sandy project and processing that material to basically fine-tune our flow sheet and optimize the production method. It will also provide us opportunities in regards to other lithium players in the market, because there isn't many dedicated lithium centres that can take product from other projects and process those and provide results on a timely basis. So we are working on a number of opportunities, and I think a large number of those opportunities have come from the fact that we've made the decision to build the Lithium Research Centre. And I look forward to updating shareholders in the near future of some of those opportunities that we can finalise.
Very exciting opportunity. So to the Big Sandy lithium project, is there any estimated time frame drilling?
Yes, we are still in discussions with the Bureau of Land Management, the owners of the land out at the Big Sandy, and I'm looking forward to updating shareholders in the near future. I don't want to put a timeline on that because as a lot of shareholders communicate with me, I did previously say that it would be finalised about 6 months back, but I'm very confident of getting those approvals to drill 145 holes and take a bulk sample. And we are continuing negotiations or discussions, I should say, with the Bureau of Land Management. And as I said, I remain very confident that that will be coming in the near future, but I can't put a timeline on that.
Any plans for the Lordsburg lithium project?
The Lordsburg project is a very interesting one, being a lithium brine project in New Mexico that has never been tested by anyone. And we are continuing to fine-tune our drilling permits with the Bureau of Land Management. And I look forward to drilling that at some stage. But I just want to let shareholders know that our priority is the Big Sandy project and building the Lithium Research Centre. So it's a good project, Lordsburg, but it is a secondary project for us.
So besides the topics we just discussed, is there anything else AZL is working on or planning to do in the near term?
The lithium industry is still very embryonic and growing, but it is a very exciting industry to be involved in. And there are a lot of opportunities in the space, particularly in North America. We want to focus on that area, and we're building a management team and we're building expertise. So we see that there are opportunities, and as I said previously, I'm looking forward to updating the shareholders in the future in regards to finalising some of those opportunities.
The recent stock market seems like a bit fluctuated. How do you think that would impact on lithium and battery sectors? Any comments on this?
Yeah, that's a good question, Steph. The market is a little choppy at the moment with inflation building, and I'm not going to provide financial advice here, but the lithium industry, the commodity price is still very high. The demand and supply metric is sensational for a company that's an explorer looking to become a producer. And I was at the battery conference of benchmarks in Perth about a month ago, and battery cell producers cannot get enough product. And I don't see that changing for at least 5 years, maybe 10 years. So we really are in the right place at the right time for the demand for lithium. And I suppose all our shareholders would be big believers in the EV revolution, as our directors are. And so we don't see that changing in the medium or long term. And there just has to be mines built very quickly to produce lithium for the EV revolution.
Thank you, Paul. I believe there will be a lot of good news and news flows coming through, I think like the next 3 or 6 months, yeah?
Yes, I'm very excited, and we're all working very hard. We're building our management team, but our existing management team are working very hard to maximise shareholder return, and I look forward to updating shareholders in the future.
We look forward to that too. Thank you.
Thanks, Steph.